Hey everyone, today I'm gonna make a video for my dog and for other dogs that contracted the parvovirus. Antibiotics will not cure this virus. Nothing can cure this virus. The only thing you can do is help your dog become stronger and support him with a lot of love, a lot of hope, to fight the virus so he can become immune to it by having antibodies against it. The best way to kill the virus in the environment, because it can live up to 1 year, believe it or not, in the ground. I read if it's not in direct contact with the sunlight, it can survive longer. So anyways, if you want to kill the virus in the environment after for the safety of other dogs, because your dog cannot recatch it, right? You do want to, well, you'll have no choice to do a lot of laundry and clean because he'll vomit a lot and he'll make messes. So you're going to keep the environment where your dog is sick clean, right? But I'm just saying that he can't get reinfected with the virus. So if you don't have any other dogs, then you can wait until he's completely cured before pouring any bleach on the ground to kill the virus. Our dog looked really weird. He had no emotions. He wasn't showing any emotions. He looked sad, like as if he was hit by a car or something. We don't know what happened to him. But he would stay like this, and then he would bend his head and waiting for us to like rub his head and give him attention and comfort. He was searching for comfort. So we're like, okay, this is weird. What happened to him? His eyes looked really weird. Like more days passing, and his eyes were like coming, like, I don't know if I can show you, like this. It was like really weird. He had enough energy, even though he looked weird. He had enough energy to walk. So we brought him for a walk, and he ate grass. And right away I knew, okay, he has a stomach problem somewhere, because usually when dogs eat grass, it's because it's to make themselves feel better. So he ate grass, we brought him home, and he puked the grass. So I was like, okay, this is weird. And he started puking more and more overnight. The next day he had diarrhea, but mild diarrhea.
What you doing?
I'm explaining the parvo. So he had this is my husband. So he had mild diarrhea. It wasn't severe, but he puked blood. And when he puked blood, I was like, whoa, like that freaked me out. And like we came back around midnight, and the next day, like around 2 o'clock p.m., we brought him to the vet. So the earlier you can catch him and you can help him, the earlier the better. So we brought him to the vet. Luckily, I'm in Serbia right now, so the vet is cheap. And I do understand that the vet, I'm from Canada, and I know that the vet in those places in other countries can be quite fucking expensive. And it's ridiculous when you're trying to save your animal and you're seeing him dying and having all those bloody shit symptoms, and you have to think of like how much you need to pay, and it's like, it's fucking hell, I know. So we catch him early, we bring him there. The vet wasn't sure if he had distemper or the parvovirus. I made some research on my own, and I thought he had the parvovirus because of the symptoms. because distemper, they said that the dog would cough and some other things I did not recognize. And so we brought him in Thursday, Friday. Basically, we brought him for 4 days straight. And so Thursday, when we brought him, right, he was just puking. The second day, Friday, he had severe diarrhea. I wasn't even sure if it, because I saw it after. We would let him go outside. All the time when he was sick, we let him go outside, rest in the sun. I don't know why, but I think this made him feel better because the sun is like a form of vitamin, right? It gives you energy, and we just let him go. Sometimes he would try to hide, dig holes, and puke. So I wasn't sure if it was vomit, if it was diarrhea, or if it was piss. But there was spots of blood in it. Later, we found out that it was diarrhea, and I saw my dog shit, and it's liquid, right? Pure liquid. So the first day he's vomiting, the second day he has diarrhea. So the vet said his chances are, 60%. I researched myself, and it said that if they're left untreated, they have 5 to 20% of chance to survive if they're not treated. If you treat your dog, he has about 80% chance of surviving. So yes, it's a deadly virus if you don't take care of your dog. And it's really traumatizing, I have to tell you. So the second day, diarrhea, and then he continued to have a bit of diarrhea. But the thing is, we kept on giving water to him. So I'm gonna tell you what the vet did so you can do it at home. If you can't bring him to the vet, you can do it at home. I brought my dog, me and my husband brought our dog to the vet for 4 days straight. And what the vet did, he had an IV bag. You can buy an IV bag in some stores. I don't know where exactly, but inform yourself. You get an IV bag and you give him saline water. The vet told me saline water is the same as electrolyte water. So basically, you give him water with electrolytes in it. That's what the vet did. For 4 days straight, he gave half the bag of water with electrolytes in it. Okay? You can give him more, for sure. Like, if I would have done that at home, I would have gave him some in the morning, half, and the other half at night. So for 4 days, he gave him half the IV bag. He gave him shots of vitamin C, vitamin A, as I remember. Electrolytes are really important. I research, and a lot of people say give Gatorade to your dog. Okay, Gatorade has full of sugar and it's full of shit, but it's because there's electrolytes in it. That's why. Okay, Chloris?
And even the dextrose, like kind of sugar.
Okay, so, and we kept on giving him this at home, actually. So so you need an IV bag, right? The main cause why the dog will die is because he's gonna die from dehydration. Yeah, so fluids is very important. Like the vet said, uh, liquid first, right? Hydration first, and the food comes later. So it might take time before your dog starts eating, but don't worry about that. The important is that he stays hydrated. He's gonna puke everything all the time. He's gonna puke out everything, trust me, and it's gonna be discouraging because you're gonna think, oh my god, I'm giving him all this and he's puking, but don't give up. Don't give up, just keep on giving it to him. So the vet gave him that. That's pretty much what he gave him. Like every day for 4 days, he gave him shots. I know for sure of vitamin C, vitamin A, I think he told me, and other. I think of vitamin B12, he told me as well. Yeah, vitamin B12. So he gave him shots of that, and we continued home since the first day we brought him back from the vet. We bought this. So you see, this is a bag of electrolytes for animals, because I see animals on it. So whatever, right? I think the regular one would work too. My husband got this actually. So we mixed a bit of this in some water, and then we bought. You need to buy this for home as well, because they won't necessarily drink water. Well, they won't drink this. I don't think this tastes good. Our dog didn't drink it, but maybe yours will. But we need to force it inside of him. So what my husband did, he cooked rice. He boiled water in rice, and he kept the water from the rice that he boiled. He put it in 1 cup. He waited for the water to obviously cool down. And then he mixed the electrolytes in the rice water. And he put a little bit of magnesium, that's his, but he still put a bit in there, which has also vitamin B6. Okay, so he put a bit of magnesium with the electrolyte, and he also added, this is in Serbian, I'm not sure if I didn't research if it's in English, if it's the same thing in English, but it's called ranitidine, okay. And what actually this is for, it's anti-puking. So he told me he put half of this, okay. So okay, so babe, and how much magnesium you gave? Just a small bit of magnesium in the rice water. And the electrolytes?
1 spoon.
1 spoon. A small spoon, right? Later on, we still brought him to the vet for 4 days, and we still gave him these things. We gave him, maybe, I would say give him like 2-3 maximum shot at a time. I thought 3 was too much, so maybe you want to try with 2. Like the vet said, you don't want to give him too much and not often. You want to give him little very often.